As you may know, Monday.com has a number of different products, and I'm constantly asked, can you move boards from one product to another product? Like if you have boards within work management, can you move them over to the CRM and vice versa? In this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly how you can move over boards and what kinds of boards you can move over. So let's jump in.
Hi, my name is Tara, and I'm a certified Monday.com partner and the founder of Simple Day. My goal is to help you build powerful yet simple workflows with Monday.com. If you need help with a custom implementation, my contact details are in the description below. Let's jump into today's tutorial and make Monday the best part of your week.
As you can see up here in the left-hand corner, we are in the Monday CRM. Now, within the CRM, I have a number of boards. You can see here that within this CRM folder, I have these different boards, and you can see that they have different icons on them. And then I have a folder called Task Management where you see this icon. This icon is of a regular board. So I want you to understand that there are different kinds of boards, and the different kinds of boards will determine what you're allowed to move to another product. So let's start very easy. If I want to move a board, and it can be a private board, a shareable board, or a main board to a different product or a different workspace, what I need to do is simply click on these three dots, and I need to choose the option Move To. And here you can see I have all of these different options show up. I can either move it to a folder. So you'll see here, if I click Move to a folder, I only have one folder, the CRM folder here. So it's giving me that option. If I click Move to a workspace, it's giving me my other workspace options. And I can also click to change this into a template. Now, I can also move it to a product. So see here, I can click and move it to work management. And you can see here, I can just click which workspace I want to send it to, and it's going to move it. I can move it to Monday Dev or Monday Service, meaning that I can move these three kinds of boards back and forth between different products. So if I want to do this, like I said, I'm just going to click on Move to Work Management, and I'm going to move it to this SD Tasks workspace. Now you can see I got this notification. We've successfully moved it to this board, and you can see now that I'm in the SD workspace and I am in work management. So it automatically took me to this board that's showing up here. If I want to move it back, I simply can do the same thing. I can move it back to the Monday CRM. So let's just move it back to where it was. Now you'll see that was empty work management. And here you can see that it's showing up back here within my CRM workspace, within my CRM products. Let's say I want to move other boards. Okay, so just to review, we already reviewed the three main type of boards. But if you'll notice, there's a lot of different icons of different kinds of boards. And these are actually unique boards to this specific product. So you can see this icon of this leads board. If I click on these three dots, I can't move it anywhere. It doesn't give me the option to move it. The same with the contacts board. See, there's no option. The accounts, I don't have the option to move it. There's also this big picture board, which I think it was originally called the client or projects. It's part of the CRM when you build out the CRM. And as you can see, I can't move those specific boards. So if I have specific product-based boards like this leads board, this contacts board, this accounts board, I cannot move it to the CRM. What I can do if I really want is I can download the information and then upload it to the work management, but I can't really move it. It's a built-in board to this specific product. One of the things that I can do is I can move a dashboard. So if you click on this dashboard, the three dots, and I click on Move To, I can move that to work management. So this is really important to note. Even though the boards are going to be in the Monday CRM, I can have the dashboard within work management, which just makes it really cool when you're working with a number of products because you have this like information that crosses between products. And a lot of times it's really important because maybe you want a dashboard in one place, but that pulls data from different products. And here you have the ability to do this. Now, I want to move this task board to work management. So we're going to move it to work management. And you can see here that it showed up on work management. Now, I want to show you on the flip side from work management what you can move over. So I'm going to click the plus button. And first, I'm going to skip these for a second. If I go to a board, you can see that I can add a new board. Any of the new boards that I would add, main, private, or shareable, I can send directly to the other products. This is CRM, Dev, and Service. However, if I'm on an enterprise plan, you can see that I have projects, portfolios, and capacity manager. So I just want to show you how these work. So here I'm going to create a new portfolio. And you can see that it's creating. These are actually not specific to work management in terms of where you can move it. It is a work management feature. So you have to have work management on enterprise in order to have this feature, but it can live in different places. So I'm just going to add a portfolio. As you can see, I've added here, and now I'm going to add my first project, which is going to have another board called a project board. So here you can see I have my portfolio board. And I'm not sure what project board is, but it's going to show up in a second probably. Now, if I click on these three dots, move to, and again, I can move it back to my CRM. So now let's go back to the CRM, and you can see here that I have the portfolio showing up within my CRM. So just to summarize, you can move boards that are main boards, private boards, and shareable boards back and forth. From work management, you can move your portfolio boards and your portfolio projects and even the resource capacity boards and dashboards to the CRM. From the CRM, you can move dashboards and again, the main boards, but you can't move CRM specific boards. I hope that this video gives you a little bit of insight of how you can easily move things back and forth between workspaces, products, and even folders to just make things easier.
Hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, and remember to subscribe to receive tips and tricks on how to use Monday.com. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.